Hello, this is Priscilla. I am your conversational English coach for the hour, and I'm happy to say that I welcome the opportunity to engage in interactive conversation with you. Hello,
Okay,
Jamie. How are you?
fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing awesome. And is it Jamie? Jaime? That's nice to meet
Actually,
you. Mhm.
actually, we say it like Jaime, but it's
Jaime.
okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Jamie, it's okay.
Okay. Hi, Jaime. I think this is the first time that we've had the opportunity to meet. The
Yeah.
pleasure's the pleasure is mine. Thank you for joining me today.
Okay.
And it's is what time is it for you? It's like 11:02 for me in the US.
11:02.
What time is it for you in the morning?
Uh, 10:02 in the morning.
Okay, so well, we're just one hour ahead of you. And
Uh-huh.
then after that, I think I'm going to have lunch. Well, I won't
Okay.
really have lunch. I'll have lunch around 2 or 3. I
Actually,
don't
I'm
know.
having breakfast right now.
Okay, well, that sounds good. What are you having for breakfast?
A soup and fried eggs.
Soup and fried eggs. Okay. Since you pronounce the J as H, is that Spanish or Portuguese?
Spanish. I'm
Spanish.
Colombia. I'm from Colombia.
Okay. Okay. Well, welcome. Welcome. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the one document that I have today,
Okay.
and it's more like a talking point for us. We're going to
Okay.
talk about what is required to speak English fast,
Okay.
and I hope that you'll find it interesting. And
Okay.
I am pulling it up now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And
So, are you from the States?
I am. I have lived here all of my life.
Okay.
Yeah, all my life. I am a native English speaker.
Nice.
Where is my
Uh,
document? Yeah.
now, wh
Have you
where are
been to
you? Yeah, tell me.
where have you been to the U.S.?
No, I've been in Canada, but not the States yet.
I have a brother that lives in Canada. Vancouver, is it Vancouver? I think he's in Vancouver.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, he is visiting my mom. We're in North Carolina, and
Well,
he was supposed to be going back this the 31st, but my aunt, my mother's sister, got very sick, so
oh
he's
my.
staying just until she gets better, so she can spend time with mother, my mother, so she won't be so upset or whatever.
Yeah.
But he lives in Vancouver. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, this is not the one I want. How to learn English very fast. No, I want the one that says how to speak. Let me look at it this way. There it is. Learn English. Okay, here is my document. Now let me come back and find where you are, and I'll open up that window. Okay, it's already open. Now, the cameras aren't working today, Jaime, so
Okay.
you'll have to come back tomorrow if you want to meet me in person.
Okay.
Quiet. There it goes. Da, da, da. Hello, Minna. I guess MANH. Which your religion? Hmm. I'm not sure why that would matter. Uh, uh, let's see. Let's see and go back. The document is up. It's not clicking to accept my document, and I don't know why. So I hate to log off. All right, I'm going to log off. If anyone shows up, you can say I'll be right back. I'm just going to log completely off to see if that will refresh my
Okay.
computer.
I
Mm,
think I already have it.
the document?
Yeah, cause if I go one page below, here it says like class material, and that's a long link that docx. So I suppose that's your document. Is that one? One page back. Let's see. I can find it in the class meeting. Something.
Hello, Jaime. How are you?
Fine. How are you, man?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil. Ok, yo hablo español. ¿Qué pasó con la maestra? ¿No está aquí?
Sí, sí, dijo que ya volvía porque no pudo subir un documento para la clase, entonces iba a cerrar su sesión mientras que lo subía y ya volvía a estar con nosotros.
Ah, ok, muy bien, muy bien. ¿Cuánto tiempo estudias inglés? ¿Hace mucho?
Sí, ya hace unos años.
Ah, muy bien. ¿Y qué tal te va? ¿Bien?
Pues sí, intento. Me toca estudiar mucho todavía, pero ahí vamos. ¿Y tú?
Yo también. Yo llevo como 9 meses más o menos estudiando, pero creo que ya lo entiendo muy bien y a veces me cuesta mucho platicar con la gente. No sé,
Sí,
a tener una conversación sobre trabajo, por ejemplo, porque yo hablo mucho con la gente de Canadá, Estados Unidos e India, entonces como que a veces me cuesta entenderlos o hablar, pero creo que con el tiempo voy acostumbrando.
sí. ¿Y por qué estás aprendiendo inglés?
Porque uso mi trabajo nomás. Okay,
Ah,
the
claro.
teacher, the
Hi,
teacher.
everybody. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
Ari.
here.
Jaime, I'm
Hello,
back.
teacher.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I am back. Jaime, did you tell them that I was coming right back?
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, great. So everything seems to be working except my video, and that's something that Verbaling will have to help me with. But anyway, our topic for today is how to learn English
Fast.
easily or fast. And guess
Mhm.
what? There is no panacea. It is everything that everybody already knows. It's just pure common sense as to what is going to be required to learn English fast. Uh, I'm sure you can see that kaleidoscope. That's what I get when I try to show my picture. So that's why I don't show the picture. It's too distracting. And I showcase, add an item from a website. No, I don't have any items that I want to show from the website. I want to go over here and get that and there and hopefully. Okay, so you should be able to see speak English fast. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
teacher.
Great. Great. All right, so let me just put that up there just for a moment. Elias, how are you today?
Hello, teacher. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking, and I'm glad that you were able to make it. This should make for a very dynamic and interesting conversation for this conversational hour. Now, I, I just think that marketing is the greatest invention, if there is such a thing as called marketing invention. What do you think I mean by that? If you know what marketing is a way that things are phrased to convince people to do something. For
Okay.
example, as tired as Amari is, he got up early so he could learn how to speak English fast. He said to himself, no one is going to make me miss this opportunity of doing this. And I appreciate that. And that is a marketing ploy. We've got to get people to the table before we can feed them. If they don't come to the table, the chances of getting them to eat or partake of what we have is slim. So I thought this was an interesting topic. This would be a great topic. And people would come in hordes. At least 9 people would come because you can only have 9 people here. Oh, Elias says he has a bad connection. All right, Elias, you can just listen because I expect Amari and Jaime to do the majority of the talking anyway. I'm just going to say, yes, good. And then that is what I'm going to primarily do. Now, with that said, let me quickly read this for you. Speak English fast. How to learn English very fast. To learn English, it will require that you become obsessed with the language. Now, what does that mean to be obsessed? Obsessed is this. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, teacher. I don't know.
Okay, obsessed is just like being an addict, like an addict on drugs. You know, an addict will do anything to get his drugs. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think
Obsessed.
so.
Well, you know, they'll do about 90%. I mean, it's almost like I gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. They actually have a fixation on their drugs. English has to become your drug of choice. And if you are not going to make English your drug of choice, you cannot, I will repeat, you cannot learn English fast. That is not to say that you can't learn English, but you're not going to learn English fast. Now, how do I know this?
Sorry, teacher. Yes, I got the idea. For example, I have it hungry every day, so my body needs to eat something. It's the same to learn English. I am obsessed with the language because I wanted to speak English very well because I need to explain my activities in my job. So I am obsessed to do this one very well.
Okay, there's a saying that we have. I don't think it's an idiom, but there's a saying that we have. I hear what you say, but what you do speaks louder than what you speak.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that? So,
Yeah, I have.
so Amari, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my notes today about Amari. Amari, it is not necessary that you come to my class every day, but I will see evidence of what you're doing and what you do by your performance when you come to my class. I will know whether you are obsessed with what I do. I don't think people are necessarily obsessed with food unless they have an eating disorder, they have a sickness, or they just love to eat. That is not an obsession. It's either they have an eating disorder, that's a sickness. They, what was the other thing I just said? Whatever it was that I just said. But most of the time, 80% of the people enjoy eating. That's why they're obese. I want you to remember this, Amari. I want you to remember the 80-20 rule. What did I say I want you to remember, Amari?
About what, teacher? Sorry.
I want you to learn the 80-20 rule. Just hold that thought in your mind right now. I'll tell you what it is. It's 80-20.
80-20.
80% and 20%.
Okay.
And that is 100%, right?
All right.
Okay, so what were those percentages again? What were those percentages? 80%
8%
and 20%.
and 20%.
Okay, what were those percentages again?
8% and 20%.
Okay, 80% and 20% equals how much? Amari?
100%.
100%.
100%. What is it that I want you to remember? What do I want you to remember, Amari?
8% and the 20% is like 100%.
It's not like 100%. It is 100%.
It is 100%.
Okay, do you know that for a fact? Is that a
Mm,
fact?
maybe.
Yes, it is a fact. 80% plus 20% equals 100%. That is a
Yes.
fact. Is that a fact, Amari? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Is 80% and 20% equals 100% a fact, Amari?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Now, this is also called the Pareto principle. I'll write that down too. Praeto principle. Oh, principle.
Pareto principle.
hmm
Pareto
I want you
principle.
to I want you to learn that word, Amari. Anyone else can too, but I'm only following Amari for now, for a while. And it's I spelled it wrong. It's spelled P A.
Pareto principle?
Have you heard of it before?
No, never.
Okay. Well, now you have. It's Pareto. Pareto principle. The Pareto principle. All right. I want you to learn the Pareto principle, but I'm telling you what it is right now. So there isn't anything you really need to know. 80% and 20%. Now, Omari, if you are passionate about learning English, as you say that you are, you will spend 80% of your time engaged in English. Most people
Ay,
say most people say they are obsessed about something, but they only spend 20% of that time on that something that they say they're passionate about. Now, did I tell you that I was going on vacation next week? Did you hear me tell you that, Amari, in a class? Did you know that I'm going on vacation?
oh, yes, yes, next week. You told
hmm
me.
So I want to tell you what passion is. This is passion. I did not have enough money, and I started on verbaling last night at 11 p.m. And this is my last class for the day. So I
Oh
have
my
not
God.
been so I have not been to bed, and I have 5 minutes to get to class. Open up the window, and I go downstairs, and I got me some coffee, and my friends brought me breakfast. They brought me supper. So I have not left my computer because I wanted to have money to get my plane ticket, my hotel, and have some money to spend. That's passion. Now, I will not be on like this anymore, but that's passion. Now, you probably go to work every day and you are so tired, but passion will say, I'm not going to sleep until I do whatever it is that you say that you're going to do, and you're going to do whatever you say that you're going to do every day, even though, like, oh, I don't want to. You must stay up and do it every day. Now, I can ask you, Amari, did you actually do it? And you can tell me that you did, but if you didn't, you'll only be deceiving yourself, not me, because I'm not passionate about your dream, but I'm passionate about what I do and giving students strategies that will help them become successful. So you will have to evaluate if you are really passionate. Now, somewhere in this document that I'm going to read, we're going to talk about the 80% and the 20%. No matter what you do in your life, whether it's on your job, whether it's speaking English, getting involved with a relationship, anything that you want to do and be a success at it, you must give at least 80%. And if you give 80%, all of the answers, all of the strategies, all of the methods, anything that you need is attainable. Now, your goals should be realistic. I hope you did not think that you would be able to speak English fast today. But if you want to set as your goal 3 months, it is achievable. Honestly, it is achievable. But you have to be 80-20. And if you're not 80-20 every day, you're not going to meet that goal, not in 3 months. But you can do anything in 90 days that you set your mind to that is realistic. Now, do you think you'll be an astronaut in 90 days? No. There are so many other things that you would need to do to become an astronaut. But anything that you wish to do, you can do it and achieve it in 3 months if someone else has done it. Let me say it that way. If someone else has done it, you can do it, and you can do it better. Now, I'm going to go back to my document. Do you have any questions so far, Amari?
No question, teacher. And just one question. How about the 20%? For example, I spend all time to learn English. Every night I stay connected by verb line or reading a book or watching on TV some shows in English. And how can I expend more time in like 20% in English? For example, I think I spend 80 or 90%
Okay,
in English all time.
but here's the key. You said you think. So if you think it, then you probably are not. I know that I spent 80% of my time at my computer because I wanted to go on vacation. There's no question in my mind. So when you can't say for sure that you're spending 80%, you probably are not. Now, have you ever heard me say excellence without excuses?
Yes, I hear.
So when you give your best, even if your best is not the same as what I would consider the best, if that is your best, that is your 80%. So let's just say that you are spending 80% of your time on the computer with verbaling, talking to your friends. How are you assessing yourself? How do you know that you are improving? How do you know? Do you know?
Yes,
How do you?
yes, for example, in my job, I needed to speak in English, talk in English with a lot of people from Canada, India, or United States,
Mhm.
and I think there is my 20 or 30%, and when I stay in my home, I spend my 8 or 70%. I think I will do it very well because I have a little time to learn English. So
Mhm.
before I can't understand how people say something in English. Right now I got the idea. Sometimes I'm lost in English, but I think I can do it.
Mhm. And I think, and I don't think I know that you can do it. But here's what I'm saying. You want to learn English very fast. You probably will need to give yourself 3 months. And as I listen to you speak to me, Amari, I am understanding everything that you're saying. I am assuming that you are understanding 80% of what I'm saying because 20% of what I'm saying is the same thing that I've already said. So if you're understanding 80% of my speech, then I have already said the 20% twice already, just like what I just said. When I talked to you about that 80-20%, I probably told you that 10 times, and 2 of those times wasn't really necessary. So that was the 80%. Now, how can you equate what you do when you get off your work to equal your 80%? Well, I'm not even saying that when you're at your work, you should not be giving 80%. You should be giving 80% of what is available to you to be thinking about English. Now, when you come home and you go to Verbling, what are you using as your measurement tool? What are you using as your measurement tool? How many words did you learn yesterday? That doesn't necessarily mean that that is your goal, but you need to have something that you can visibly see and say, yep, I did it. So for example, this does not have to be a goal of yours, but I'm giving you an example. A goal of yours could be to learn 10 words today. 80% of that would be 8 words. If you learned 8 words, you've made 80% of your goal. But that's not going to be all of your goal, but that is something that you can measure that I did that. Another goal of yours could be during this conversation that you're having with me, you could say, Priscilla has said that I say or I pause too long. I'm going to ask Priscilla to tell me how many times do I say in 10 minutes. And I will count the times that I hear you say and then I'm going to say that you said I don't know, 80 times. Then you need to find 20% of that 80 and reduce that. The next time you ask me to measure you, you should do 80% better. That is how you start to determine that you're making some progress. If you don't have something that you can look at, it's not measurable. It's called a SMART goal. Let me see. I'm going to show you what a SMART goal is. Have you ever heard of a SMART goal?
No, teacher.
SMART. That's a SMART goal. So you think of the SMART goal.
Smart is like clever or something like that?
No.
No?
It's just something to help you remember. So so if you're thinking of your SMART goals, your 80%, it has to be something specific for the first S. M is something that you can measure, something that is achievable, and you'll know that it's achievable if anybody else has done it. It is achievable.
Okay.
It has to be realistic. Like I say, you're not going to go to the moon next month. Okay? So those are the things that you have to keep in mind when you're looking at your SMART goals. And then you have to set a time. And I say 3 months. Whatever the goal is, you have to have it written down like that. So it has to be specific. Let's see. S equals specific. M equals measurable. MEASURE. Measurable. A equals achievable. R equals and T time equal time frame. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna put this up here so you can see it instead of seeing. So you see, if you can do this, your specific goal is to speak fast within 3 months, 90 days. It has to be something that's measurable. How do you know you improved in the first day versus day 10? Is it achievable? Has anyone ever done it? Is it realistic? And the time frame. It's achievable because someone has done it, but it's not realistic to think that a baby can speak in English when the baby can't speak in the native tongue. That's not realistic. And it has to be a time frame. You have to be able to monitor the time that it takes to do that. So that is something that you have to remember if you want to be accountable for what you're doing. So I can give you something to do and we can measure it. Would you like for me to give you something to do? Amari?
Mm,
Hmm,
could,
no.
could,
You know, I said, would you like for me to give you something to do that is achievable and measurable?
Yes, for example, in my job, I have a lot of rules or responsibilities. I needed to be specific, measurable,
Mm-hmm.
achievable,
Mm-hmm.
realistic, and I needed to give a presentation about it
And you
with my
did you do a good
coworkers.
and did you do a good job?
Yes,
Okay, and you know why you did a good job?
because I needed to.
Well, you put 80% of your energies into doing a good job.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no question in my mind that you were not good on your job. I was just talking about conversational English. Yeah, I don't think there's not a question in my mind that you're not doing a good job at your employment place. I was just trying to help you with conversational English. All right.
Yeah.
So now let's hear from Jaime. Hi, Jaime. Jaime, how are you?
Fine, I'm here. Fine.
Okay. So, Jaime, what do you think of what I just said to Amari?
Well, the first thing I have never listened about the SMART goals or Pareto principles, so it's kind of new for me. But I
Mm-hmm.
think it's a good strategy, to try to achieve my goals,
Mm-hmm.
to be specific, to do something that I can measure,
Mm-hmm.
something that I have. I mean, I have the skills to do it, so it is achievable,
Mm-hmm.
realistic, and I have
And
to
you,
take into account the time. So I think
mhm.
that's
Right.
five concepts are good
Yeah.
to have in mind.
And what you do with this information is that it is your feedback. When you're in school, like high school, your feedback, the feedback you get from your teacher, they give you a grade on your paper. Did you turn in your
Yes.
homework? Did you get X% of it
Uh-huh.
correct? And if you didn't, you know that you didn't do well and you know why you didn't do well.
Yes.
When you become an adult, you are accountable for yourself. Now, if you work, your employer will say, I'm not going to give you a grade, I'm going to give you a paycheck. If you can't do the job, then you will no longer receive a paycheck. They don't necessarily spell it out to you as it is a SMART goal, but these are things that are researched, and people have um, the ability to grasp concepts when they can see a picture of something. So I can tell you how wonderful it is to eat an
Yeah.
apple, but if you don't see an apple, it becomes something that's abstract. She said she was eating something, but I've never heard of an apple. I wonder what it looks like. She described it. She said it's round. She said it's red. Now, keep in mind, you've never seen an apple before. And I'll tell you that it is the best thing that I've ever eaten. And you say, oh, she must be eating a red ball because that's what you can relate to. You can relate to a red ball because that's what you know. But until you actually see the red apple, you don't know what the red apple is. Now that I've given you the Pareto principle, it's something that you can relate
Uh-huh.
to because I've given you the numbers, you can see them, and it's
Yeah.
up to you to decide whether you want to do it. Now, here is something else. This 80-20 rule applies to everything.
Okay.
80% of the people, 80% of your friends, only 20% of them are faithful. Of all of your friends, or either 20% of them are faithful and the other 80% you can do without. Most likely it's the 20% that you can keep the 80% that you can do without.
Yeah.
And that applies to when you're sitting down to eat dinner. Your mom has given you a plate of food. You really can just eat 20% of what she gives you, no matter how small it is. You only need to eat 20%, and you're not going to starve to death if you get the 20%. But most people eat 80% and then some, and then they
Yeah.
become obese. So what I'm doing is giving you something tangible, not so much that you can touch smart, but it is very specific. For example, I asked Amari, would he like for me to give him something that was specific that he could do, something measurable that he could do, something achievable that he could do, and something realistic that he could do in a time frame. And I think Amari told me that on his job, he does this.
Yeah.
What do you think that is saying to me? I'm talking to you now,
Yeah.
honey.
Yeah, I know.
What do you think he was telling me when he told me about his job?
I think he was trying to give you examples about the SMART goals, like tangible in his daily life.
Okay, and Amari, I'm not talking as if you're not here, because I want you to know that I'm talking to you as a coach. When a coach, have you ever played a sport, Amari?
Yes.
What sport have you played?
Soccer.
Were you any good at it?
Yes.
Did you have a coach?
Yes, in the soccer, yes, I have a coach.
Oh, you have a coach now.
Yes.
Okay. Does your coach talk to you about swimming strategies?
Yes, about defense, about attack, yeah,
No. Does your coach talk to you about swimming strategies?
swimming strategies.
Does your soccer coach give you strategies?
Yes, yes.
Okay, listen to my question.
Okay.
Do you think a swimming coach give his people strategies? A swimming coach.
Swimming coach.
Do you know what a swimming coach does?
Yes, like a lot of people in semi competition like swim.
hmm Do you
Okay.
think do you think their coach give them instructions and strategies?
Yes, yes, I think because
Okay, wait. Just a yes or no. Okay, so you think yes. Do you think that the swimming coach talks about soccer strategies?
yes,
Why? Why would he? He teaches swimming. Why?
because
hmm
in the swimming needs to breathe under the water
hmm
and a good breath because you need to get the acceleration in the swim.
Okay, but my question is, do you think he'll say, all right, when you breathe, I want you to be sure to kick your feet like as if you're kicking a soccer ball?
No.
Okay, so I'm trying to make a point. So if I ask you about the SMART goal for speaking English,
Uh-huh.
that doesn't relate to what you do at work unless your job is speaking English. Is that your job? Or do you just speak in English to accomplish your job?
Okay, all right, I got it.
Are you following
No.
me?
Yes.
Okay, so when you told me, after I asked you, would you like for me to give you something to do to help you speak English fast? You told me about what you do on your job. That says to me, as I'm interpreting what you say, is no, I do not want you to tell me anything about speaking English because I know what to do. So therefore, I should leave that alone and leave it to you to do what you do. So then I turned my attention to Jaime, and I asked Jaime, did he understand what I was saying? And he said, for the most part, he does. And 80% is all that I need him to understand because I'm going to repeat it again and again and again. So when you have a SMART goal, Jaime, you have to
Yes.
find something that is specific. And it's something that you may not do it, but at least you are aware of what you could do.
Okay.
And then if you decide, today is not the day for you to do it. Maybe next month may be the day for you to do it. It may be next year. Who knows when it might be? But as soon as you hear someone in Verbling has followed my strategy and they're doing it, you're going to say, man, I wish I had done that 3 months ago because I
Yeah.
would be wherever I need to be. But you can't be where you're going to be until you're ready to be where you're ready to be. I know that sounds like, what? But you can't do anything until you're ready to do it, no matter
Yes,
what it
I agree.
is. Until you're ready to do it, you cannot do it. So you have to become like an addict. An addict will literally sell his or her soul to get their next drug. They will die trying to get it. That's how
Yes.
that's how badly they want what they want. But I'm not even saying you've got to want it that bad. I'm just saying you've got to want it 80% because we want it to be realistic. And I don't want anyone killing themselves. If you, for example, Jaime, do you work?
Yes, I do.
So if you work, I don't want you staying up 24 hours go and then have to go to work the next day. I
Yeah,
literally
sure.
I literally killed myself this week because I'm going on vacation next week and I didn't have to work. I didn't have to take a shower. I didn't have to do anything but sit here at this computer. But I cannot, this is not sustainable. This is not realistic. But for my short-term goal, I actually achieved what I wanted to achieve. So now, Jaime, would you like for me to give you something that is specific, measurable,
Yeah, please.
achievable,
Yes.
realistic, and a time frame to do it? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can tell me whether this is realistic for you. It may
Okay.
not be, but whatever you say is realistic for you, this is what I expect you to be able to do. Would learning 10 words a day be realistic for you within 1 week?
Okay.
Every day. That would be 70 words in 1 week that you would
Yes.
either learn or you
Uh-huh.
will be able to use effectively. Would you be able
Okay.
to learn 10 words a day?
Yes, I think so.
You think so? I know
Yeah,
so.
I'm sure. I'm
I
sure.
know. Okay. So let me give you this as a specific,
Okay.
measurable, achievable, realistic goal and a time frame to do it, which is 7 days.
7 days. Okay.
7 days. 7 days from now. Seven
Okay.
days from now. And I will probably give you your first 10 words today. Now you'll need to follow me on Google Plus to get your 10 words every day.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
And when you get your 10 words every day, they're going to be specific. I'm going to show you how to measure them. You will know whether you have achieved it. I will know whether you have achieved it. We know that it's
Okay.
realistic, and we'll know at the end of 7 days if you've done it. Now, does that mean that you're going to become a fast speaker in 7 days? No, but
No.
you are on your way to knowing how to set goals and what those goals should look like. All right, so let's get started. This is
Okay.
exciting. I'm excited. Okay, let us find 10 words starting today. And your 10 words are going to come out of today's lesson.
Okay.
And it's perfectly fine if you already know these words, but you will know them deep in your heart how to use them. All right, let me read. To learn English, it will require you to become obsessed with the language. That is word number one. In a
Obsessed.
nutshell, I'm going to write them down for you.
Okay.
In a nutshell, you must have an incredible, that is your second word, thirst for hunger for speaking the English language. The first and most important thing you need to achieve, that is your third word.
Okay.
This goal is an incredible passion. That is your fourth word. You must have tremendous emotional power to learn super fast. Why? Because you must study English 8 to 14 hours a day. Now you think, how are you going to get 8 to 14 hours a day?
Yes.
Well, when you get up in the morning, you're going to say, yes, I'm going to study English. And you're going to go to the kitchen table and you're going to say, yes, I'm going to study English. When you go to the bathroom on your job, you're going to say, yes, I'm going to go study some English while I'm in the bathroom. And you're going to have your 10 words and you're going to say, obsessed, incredible, achieve, whatever it is, whatever the strategy is I give you. I'm going to give you the method as well.
Okay.
And every hour you must be alert. That is your next word. See, they're not even hard.
Okay.
And energetic. Now, you can learn more than 10, but just because you learn 50 in one day, you still need to learn 7 new ones the next day. So don't stop learning. Just know that you need 10 more
Yeah.
every day. To increase your ability to speak quickly and be understood, you must build emotion. You must be obsessed with English. You must be passionate and incredibly enthusiastic. There's another one. Remember, emotion is 80% of success. The method of the chosen path is only 20%. To create passion, you need a very compelling reason to learn English. Just doing well on a test is not strong enough reason. Just getting a new job is not strong enough reason either. You need huge reasons for doing this. Imagine all the incredible benefits you will have as a fluent English speaker. Imagine how your life will change 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. If you are motivated, I don't know if I said that one yet, by money, imagine how English will make you amazingly rich. Visualize your dream house, your dream car, and your dream life. If love motivates you, imagine how English will help you meet incredible people. I think I got more than 10, so we'll just pick out 10. Imagine dating beautiful, handsome foreigners. Imagine incredible love and passion possible because you are a fluent English speaker. You can also exaggerate the terrible thing that will happen if you fail to speak English fluently. Imagine all the jobs you will miss. Imagine all the people you will never meet. Imagine how bad your life will be because you can't speak English. Make your reasons bigger. Bigger reasons equal bigger passion. Bigger passion equals bigger success. Emotion is the key. Make your emotions stronger. Become obsessed with English. Now let's see how many words we got here. We got insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Okay, we've got and achieve, passion, tremendous. I got achieve, passion, energetic, alert, enthusiastic, and 2 more, compelling, and visualize. You got those? You think you can do those? Are those okay? Those
Yeah.
10?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think.
Okay, now what I need you to do, you'll need to find me. I don't know how people find me, but you can find me on Google Plus. Do you have Google
Okay.
Plus?
Yes, I
And
got.
so I can send it to you. Verbling does not allow us to communicate through their portals. So
Okay.
you need to find me on on Google, but I'll put them here. But as soon as I log off, I think it'll be gone.
Yes, I think
But
so.
now they're in the window, so you can write them down if you need to. And there you will have your first step of day one. So you've got 24 hours starting, let's just say from 12 o'clock now. You
Yes.
got till 12 o'clock. And you can do some of this on your own, sending you what I need you to have. So if you know some of these words, you got to know them just like that. If I ask you, what does compelling mean? You got to be able to tell me just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. Okay?
Okay. Yeah,
All
got it.
right. So you will be able to do this. And then you'll have 10 more. But here's the good thing. You only need to know 8 of them because that's
Eight
your
of them.
80%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the end of 7 days, you're going to be amazed at what you're going to be able to do. All right.
Okay.
Well, now we're coming to the top of the hour. Final comments from you guys. Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited, Jaime?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I know. And I'm excited too because this is something that is measurable,
Yes.
it's specific, achievable, realistic, and you have a timetable.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Final words before we leave for today?
Uh, I don't know. Thank you, Priscilla, for this good strategy. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna apply it.
Okay.
I think it will work pretty
No,
good.
not think. No.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Exactly. You are sure it is going to work. And when we see you in class, you don't have to. You do not have to come to my class every day. You don't have to look for me. If you see me, fine. You'll be communicating with me every day anyway. So you just
Okay.
go look on your Google Plus and get what you need and do what you need to do. And I'm here for you 24/7. All
Thank you,
right.
Priscilla.
Final word, Amari.
I appreciate it, teacher, your class, your strategy too. I learned it all time in today, so I hope it do very well.
You will do very well, especially on your
Yes.
job. Okay, now Jaime, it is very important that if you must find me. If you can't find me, you must find a way to reach me through verbling.
Okay.
Because you do need to get started on this. You only have 24 hours every day
Yes.
to do your words. All right, dear. Bye, guys. Have
Bye,
a great day.
Priscilla.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.